In 2007, I left as a 23-year-old woman alone to India. I didn't know why I wanted to go there, but it was mainly my intuition that told me to go. I had never traveled alone before, and I had no idea what was in store for me. I have now moved to the other side of the river. I stayed there for several days to find my own place, and from there I could investigate what I wanted to do. I was now completely on my own. Where do I sleep? Where do I eat? Where do I go? Where am I safe? What should I do, or what should I not do? Afterwards, my mom told me she had sleepless nights when I was in India. I can imagine she was very worried. I had never experienced another culture before, never made a long trip, never been completely on my own 2 feet. I grew up in a village, and although we did go on vacation, it was always with our family. As children, we didn't have to think about where we're going to sleep, where we're going to eat, and what activities we are going to do. It was already arranged by my parents. During my travels, I soon discovered that if I had a room somewhere, that was my home right away, my safe haven. I was able to withdraw and relax. What I did not know at the time is that I'm highly sensitive. With new experiences and impressions, I often need time to process them. And I do that alone. I build a nest. I make it cozy with what I have, and then I turn inside myself. If I don't do this, I get clouded in my head. I can no longer think clearly, and it seems as if my intuition has faded into the background, as if I can no longer connect with it, while my intuition is exactly what I rely on, which gives me energy, courage, and strength. The beauty of traveling in India is that you always meet people. Backpackers travel to India from all parts of the world, with a purpose, a desire, or wanting to discover something. In Rishikesh, I met Carol, Jamie, and Hugh, 3 friends from Ireland. They traveled partially together and partially separately. I couldn't have predicted then how important Carol would become to me. We were about the same age and we had a click, right away. Carol had a beautiful smile. She was full of energy and already had more travel experience, so she was a lot more confident than I was. At the time, I also found myself a lost soul who hoped that everything would work out. But Carol took me in. After a few days, she left for Haridwar. I was invited to go with her. Later, we would meet the 2 guys again. How nice it was to be together with someone who knew how things worked. We left for Haridwar. A place known for many temples are there. After seeing 3 temples, I was done with it. But the street scene was what fascinated me. Life was visible. Everything happens outside. Groceries on horseback, shave, pray. I enjoy street life. Just as I need to be on my own, I also enjoy being in a crowd. And in India, you will be surprised every time. The colors, the people, animals on the street, washing, praying, cooking, playing. And at the same time, it's also dirty. It stinks, it's dusty. The basic facilities are usually poor. In that respect, we have more than done well in the Netherlands. You learn to appreciate that when you travel. Everything is so clean, tidy, and the roads are fantastic. But yes, it's also flat in the Netherlands, which makes building roads a lot easier. Carol taught me to travel, how to get from A to B. How do you deal with 10 taxi drivers around you who are all very happy to transport you. Because tourists simply pay more, I learned to negotiate, which is common in India. Even if you buy fruit or vegetables, how do you move as a white woman in a crowd where people want to touch you because some believe that touching your white skin brings good luck? The trip you make took some planning. It's a lot easier as a man. We saw that male travelers moved on the street much more easily than we would. As a woman, you were forced to think about your safety, to have a plan B. When do you do something alone, and when it is necessary to go with someone? Make sure you are sufficiently covered, be clear in what you want, and smiling friendly did not always work in your advantage. Smiling friendly is common in our culture, but to protect yourself it was sometimes necessary to not smile or be friendly. Something that actually goes completely against my nature, but I learned by doing that I made it easier for myself when I kept my expression neutral in moments when it was necessary, or if I just came across self-confident while I did not feel that self-confidence inside. Traveling with Carol allowed me to learn these things at my own pace. How grateful I am to her. We traveled through India for several months. Later I visited her again in Thailand and in Ireland. We had become friends, and during those years we shared so many special experiences. It's funny how life goes. Sometimes you meet people for a short period of time, a day, a week, a number of years, and with some people you know they stick with you. But both forms have their own character. When you travel, you can meet someone with whom you can talk your deepest feelings and desires within an hour, making a heart connection, feeling like you've known each other for years. A day later you go your own way and you know you will never meet each other again, but you say goodbye gratefully. In the next episode of my podcast we are going to Pushkar, a place in Rajasthan, a drier area, more rocks and sand. Together with Carol I discovered the area on a pink scooter. Until next time, bye bye.